Morning all. Hey, what am I doing today in Scott Rods? Well, I've got a couple of these things that I need to plumb in. So this is my choke cable, which is way too long, but I think I can just cut that to size, fit that. It's not too difficult. That was Elsa. So this is my Speedo cable, which I had to modify that end of because, you know me, I can never buy the right thing first time. So I do need to jack the car up, get that screwed into the gearbox, route this through, probably need to go out and then back in. That sort of, it'll probably be something like that. We'll see where I can find a hole. So that's what I'm doing today. And then I may or may not have some news at the end of this. Right, let's get the car lifted. Put a couple of jack stands under it. I know Canadian Bubble was worried I wasn't using jack stands, but I do. And get that Speedo cable screwed in. Right, do you want to see what's going on under there? Let me show you where I'm going to route this. So the cable is going to come out of that hole through the frame and it's going to connect in there. So let me grab the cable, see if we can do this. That is going to go through there. Try not to fill the little end bit. Just persuade that in there. I really don't want to break my new gear thing, you know, but I can't actually tell. Oh, there we go. Screw that on. Make sure it's straight-ish. I'm just going to grab the other end of the cable and turn the inside of the cable to make sure it's connected. Yes, it is. And I will grab a pair of wrench grippy things, adjustable Humfits. Right, let us tighten. I'm not going to go too mad with this because I want to be able to get it off at some point in the future and replace it with the proper cable. Ugh, as usual, quarter turn, not even a quarter turn I'm getting. Remember, this is not sealing oil in, it's purely holding the cable in place, so it doesn't need like an O-ring or anything. Are you ever going to tighten? Come on. There we go. One more nip. Right, we're tight. So, let's see where we're going to route this cable. Oh, now the light comes on. Right, that's the cable coming at that hole. And I think I'm going to route it through that direction. So it'll go out to the firewall and come back in that big giant access hole I've got that I still need to close up. Right, let me try and do that. Success! So there you can see it's coming out of the gearbox. Curves around there. As you can see in the distance, goes through the frame, front of the firewall, and it's coming in back through that access hole. Right, let's get this off the jack stands and finish up with the routing to the Speedo in the dash. Oh. Right, let's have a look inside. So I've pre-wired the bottom light on the Speedo with a plug, so I will take a feed from the high beam, plug that in, that'll be my high beam notification, and the dash light bulb just clips in there. So let's get the cable up first and feed that through this hole. If I can remember where I put it. Right, let's get the cable on first, I think. Get in there, I know you fit. There we go. Okay. Plug in my bulb. Slot it back in. Cool. Let's make sure my dash light's still working. Yes, it is. Not really going to be able to tell if that's working until I go for a drive, which I won't be doing until it's safetied. So let's go on to the next thing. Right, choke cable has to go from here to the inside somehow. Now that access panel I was telling you about is kind of lower down, it's down there, so I'm not going to use that because that would mean the cable's going down and then back up and twisting. So I've deduced that the best place for the access hole is right there. So I need to drill a hole. I might have to remove this because it's going to be in the way. Yep. Give me a sec. Yeah, I know it's really small, but I like it. You know what, that just reminded me, I've got, the back of the alternator has got a live wire. I need to put a rubber cap on that because I was just about to put my cover there and it could have touched that live feed and earthed it out and created big sparks. So, remind me to do that if I forget. Right, hole roughly right in the middle of it there. Oops. Hope I didn't snag anything in the way in. Right, let's make sure my cable fits. Perfect. Right, now we'll go on the inside, fit this section, feed it all the way through, and then I'll be cutting this to the proper length. Before I fit this cable, I've poured some oil in the top and I'm just going to let it go all the way down because these things are renowned for getting a wee bit stiff, and as soon as a little bit of water gets in there it will start rusting up. So I'll leave that for 5-10 minutes and then we'll go on to the inside. So let me show you where it's going to go. It's going to come through that hole there. Okay, I still don't have anything to fill this hole. I would like an analog clock, but they're quite expensive, and I kind of want a 12 volt rechargeable one because I always remove my, you know, the big red switch down there. when I'm not in the car, which cuts all power, so it wouldn't be any use if it was analog because it would lose its time every time I get in and out. I do of course mean it wouldn't be any use if it was 12 volt only, because then it would lose power every time I get in and out. But a 12 volt slash battery slash chargeable, that would be good. So I need to modify this a little bit. Well, when I say modify, I need to add something. As you can see, this is where it goes through, the threaded bit goes through the dash, okay? But all that's going to secure it is that tiny little lip. And I think the hole I've got in the dash is actually bigger than that. So I've added a washer to there. So that will secure that in the dash. And I'll add another washer on the other side just to make it all nice. Now, I can actually remove this completely because when you think about it, I have to get this cable all the way through that small hole. And if I did that first, then I wouldn't be able to get the securing nut on. So what I'll do is I'll put this section through the dash, then I'll put the nut through, and then I'll put the other end through the firewall. That should work, right? Let's give it a shot. Let's start by turning the power off because this is metal and there's wires at the back, so I don't want to be poking live wires. So step one, feed it through that hole there. Okay, should have checked that first. The wiper motor's behind that, so I'm not going to be able to use that hole. So I guess I'm drilling another hole down here. Yep. Probably there so it's symmetrical with the ignition. Alright, let me get the drill. So now I can feed the washer on the ground. Ugh, come on. Ugh, I can't reach it for my fat belly. Ugh. Feed the washer through that, and then the nut. That looks good there. I'll give it a wee tighten up. Must be National Drop Things Day. Okay, that's tight. Right, let's go and drill another hole at the front of the car. So this time the hole is going to go, let's put it there. If I go any lower I won't be able to get access to drill it, so let's go there. Right, it's quite a nice clean path on the inside. So as you can see how much I don't need of this cable, because it only needs to go from there to there. So I need to work out, probably best pulling this cable out completely, the inside one, pull that out, and then I can cut it, because you know, you endanger cutting the inside wire if you try and cut them both at the same time. So let me go and do that from the inside. Right, that cable's out. Well, the inner cable's out. So I just need this to go from there to there, and it's going to activate this. So it needs that much throw. So if I cut this cable there, gives us a little bit of wiggle room, okay? And I will put my air cleaner back on, because I'm going to use my grinder for this to get a nice clean cut. Right, let us cut. That should do. So this goes through there, right? Now I noticed before that it wasn't getting quite tight enough, so I might put a little rubber thingy majiggy around this to stop it sliding in and out, but we'll see. I'll try it first. Okay, now I need to... Oh, that sits a lot higher than this. It's kind of weird. Interesting. I'm going to move that back a bit then. To there. Right, now I feed the wire through and then decide where I'm going to cut that. Look at that, it was trying to go in by itself. Might as well feed it through, eh? It's a bit slippy because I put the oil in it. Right, so that would be all the way open. Right, back in a second. I need to put the little knob back in its hole. Right, we are good for final snipping and adjustment. So the knob is all the way in, and that is all the way closed or open, whatever it is. Inactive, shall we say. Tighten that down. And then I just need to snip the end. I'll snip it a wee bit longer in case I have to mess about with adjustment. Oh wow, it's pretty tough, this wire. Here we go. Right, I guess I need to go inside and see if it works. You guys can be my eyes and let me know if it's working. Yep, that seems to work then. I'll let you see how it looks and feels from the inside. perfectly unsymmetrical. Should have been up a bit, but I wanted to leave room for that hole in case I wanted a switch there. So that's fine. Got a tiny bit of resistance, but nothing major. And I do have oil inside, so it's not going to get rusty. So deepest, darkest winter out there till it starts, then push it back in. Summertime, never touch it, leave it in. Oh, a little bonus job for today. I just need to wire up a live feed for my horn, since I'm not using my relay anymore. So I'm going to chop that and just add a smaller gauge wire through there directly to the horn switch. The other side of the horn switch goes to a fuse on the fuse box. Right, I just need to put female connector on there. Plug it in. And give it a shot. Yeah, I know, it's not the manliest of horns, but my Awuga horn isn't working at the moment, so until I get that fixed, that is legal, apparently. Okay, I think I'm done for the day. You know, I might potter on with other stuff, but definitely getting close to that whole safety thing, right? I need to master the eyebrow thing. Okay, here's the news. I may or may not have booked my safety test for maybe next week or the week after, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to curse anything. Let's just say it'll be soon. Okay. Let's close this up. Actually, you know what? I'll try and put a little rubber thing in the back of that alternator wire. And then that'll be me for the day. So thanks for watching. And are you following me? No. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I think tomorrow's going to be a bit yucky, so I need to do indoor stuff. Anyway, take care everyone. Till the next time. Bye.